Well, good evening, folks. Good evening. This is a video we have been wanting to cut for you guys for a heck of a long time. We're a few minutes late tonight. Complicated business. Takes time to get stuff done just right. But guys, man, this is going to be a good one. This is a tale of victory that has been accomplished through pressure. Frankly, that's our favorite kind of victory. So, guys, get signed in. You're going to love watching this video. And we have action steps that have to be taken yet because we're not by any means done with this fight. As always, guys, Aaron Dorr here with Georgia Gun Owners, Alex and Ben Dorr, all part of Team GGO tonight. And guys, if you've missed our previous videos, if you've missed all of our epic trolling on social media tonight, if you've missed the calls for us to be crucified or
literally
crucified or crucified in prison, whatever it was, persecuted and prosecuted, this is a video you've got to see. You've got to watch this video. So, all right, let's start with kind of the good news and kind of work so you guys know how we got here. The good news, the great news, the epic news. After a 3.5 week long battle, the Rules Committee earlier today held an impromptu Rules Committee hearing at which constitutional carry had not previously been on the agenda. And suddenly, after the extreme tactics, some call them extreme, we just call them Thursday, that Georgia gun owners implied over the last couple of days, the Rules Committee has officially voted on constitutional carry, and it is now headed to the Senate, where it will receive a floor vote on Monday.
Hallelujah. This was incredible. This normally we've had to drag politicians kicking and screaming before, but not quite the way that boss hog Jeff Mullis squealed all the way onto the Senate floor today. And then into committee, he went right into his Rules Committee and he sat there and he railed. He was not happy with Georgia gun owners, but you know what? He passed our dadgum bill. He passed your bill out of his committee just like we told him to.
Just like we told him to. That's just it, folks, is we have been hounding him for 72 hours now, nonstop, barraging his office and everyone on the committee's office to pass this bill. And they've had every excuse under the sun. They have always given an excuse for why it'll be next week, why it'll be another day, and it just never happens. But guess what? They can sit there and complain all they want. But thank you for doing exactly what we told you to do. It was beautiful.
So, guys, this is always the temptation for gun organizations. And I don't mean Georgia gun owners, but you're going to see here in a little bit, we're going to play clips from today's Rules Committee hearing. And you're always going to see these kind of situations happen. The politicians are in bed with most lobbyists. And the deal is political incest. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. And the way it works in real life then is the lobbyists protect moderate rhinos who are killing bills. And then the politicians praise all those other organizations. And everyone sits there and shit talks Georgia gun owners. And we're okay with that because we've been here before and we know exactly how this works. So about a week ago, 10 days ago, guys, something like that, we're like, you know what? We gave the benefit of the doubt long enough. Frankly, we had an internal war amongst Team GGO. How long are we going to give this guy? You know? And we gave him another day, couple more days. And finally, it's like, that's it, baby. Free fire zone. And so it began with our email program. And you guys softened him up. It's kind of like the invasion right now we're seeing in Ukraine. There's the softening of the hard targets, right? And then we came in there with our infantry. And over the last couple of days, Georgia gun owners has been deploying and seeing massive, tens of thousands of text messages being sent to the members of the Rules Committee, just the Republicans, they run the committee, and we don't care what number we use. We don't, sometimes it was cell phones, sometimes it was office phones. These are our employees. These people work for us. These are politicians. They work for the people of Georgia. And so over the last, 72 hours now, the pressure got so intense that earlier today, after Chairman Mullis refused to meet with Alex for the second day in a row, who was in the Capitol again today live, we decided, you know what? It's time to unleash. He goes on the floor today with his little boss hog impersonation, and he calls on Georgia gun owners to be prosecuted because we have revealed people's private information. And folks, this is the kind of stuff, and Sean's comment right now is exactly right. We don't care how much they hate us. We don't care how much they attack us. We are here to fight for freedom, to pass the policy, and we do not care what happens with Jeff Mullis's feelings. And so he says, prosecute him. And I think the three of us were on a video a couple of hours ago, yeah? And we said we would not be surprised to see immediate action on constitutional carry. But I don't think any of us thought that an hour later, they would be in committee.
I mean, immediate was kind of a euphemism for very soon, and a little bit of hyperbole. Sometime in the near future, we didn't think that he was literally going to watch our Facebook Live video, walk down the hall, get in the rules committee, and pass our bill. But we're glad he did. Here's the deal, and this just a message for Jeff. We watched the whole rules committee, and you guys are going to see some clips of this here in just a few minutes. And you watch, I mean, boss hog really is the perfect, phrase for who this guy thinks he is. But I want Jeff Mullis to know that while we appreciate that he finally passed our bill, he thinks he's a pretty special kind of guy, but we've done this. We've run this play in more states across America. We have made better politicians than you, more powerful legislators than you have done the bidding of gun owners in states like Iowa and Missouri and Ohio and Pennsylvania and Wyoming and Minnesota. We have forced better men than you to do what you did here today. So you're nothing special, Jeff. I hate to say it. Well, not too much, but that's just the way it is. We're happy you passed the bill today, and we'll look forward to seeing it pass off the Senate floor on Monday.
Honestly, I think, Ben, if he knew how efficient GGO is with our donor dollars, if he knew how little we spent a lot of money, but on a relative basis, to topple an entire Senate Rules Committee and topple the boss hog, the big boss hog of Georgia politics, if he knew how little that cost on a relative basis,
man,
be offended.
Actually, Aaron, let's just hold on. You said we started looking at this 10 days ago. We were very long suffering with Jeff. We actually didn't start cranking up the heat on him until about 72 hours ago. Right now, well,
we had emails going before that, but the other
we had email stuff going before that, definitely, but it was like, that's it, it's over, it is war, political war. And honestly, we've seen greater men try to stall longer. Jeff, you went pretty quick, and we're kind of shocked, a little bit bummed, but not surprised. We knew it would happen.
So the video clip that Ben's going to play here in just a moment is a classic. This is one for the archives, for Georgia gun owners and for the Door brothers who are so proud to fight for Georgia gun owners.
Oh, yes.
Because what you've got here, it's an encapsulation of our entire program. We kick their butts hard with all the grassroots pressure we can possibly bring to bear. And then these guys go into committee, go on the floor. We don't like Georgia gun owners. We love the NRA. We don't like them boys at Georgia gun owners. We love Georgia carry. Well, that's pretty simple, right? Those guys are on their knees every day in the Capitol, kissing Mullis's backside. And clearly, over the last couple of days, Team GGO has been booting Mullis's backside. So you can just watch it. And as far as GGO is concerned, and the Door brothers who run Georgia gun owners, as far as we're concerned, if we ever find ourselves on the opposite side of this kind of a conversation, we should all be fired. Because if they're not screaming in anger, we're not doing our job good enough. You have that clip ready to go, Ben?
Ready to go.
This is right at the beginning of today's Rules Committee, an impromptu, urgent Rules Committee, because clearly the caucus convened and said, oh my gosh, we got to fix this problem. Get it out now. Go ahead, Ben.
Here we go. It'll be about a minute, maybe a little over a minute long, folks. Here we go.
Yeah.
I want to thank the National Rifle Association and the Gun Owners of Georgia, in fact, let's see, no, excuse me. Boy, I screwed that up, didn't I? Georgia Carry. I do not want to thank the Gun Owners of Georgia because they don't quite understand the process, and apparently their leadership doesn't understand it either. This body, or at least the Republican side, never has held any pro-gun legislation. The Second Amendment people, thank you, Stephen Lofton, have been instrumental in helping us prepare pro-Second Amendment legislation. They're a trooper for all their work, and their members are good people and do great work, along with the National Rifle Association with Raymond White. But that other group, they really mislead their members. So their only effort is to raise money. And it's very shameful. But, of course, they're raising money. They don't have a clue or care about how to make things happen. And in fact, my thought is they're trying to keep things from happening so they can raise more money. But we're not going to do that. We listen to our constituency, and it's diverse all over Georgia.
You doggone right you listen to your constituency.
Yeah, they've been texting you for a while, Jeff. Courtesy of Georgia Gun Owners. So again, huge shout out to you guys who are getting this done. If you want to make a contribution to this fight, and you hear from they're just doing it to fundraise. We just spent a lot of money on these programs. We're spending more. It's going to be a huge fight in the House too. It's been a big fight to get out of this committee. If you want to put your name on the stamp of progress for constitutional carry, go to georgiagunowners.org, make a contribution. Here, I'll post this right here in the comments section for you. Do it in Jeff Mullis's name, and we're going to continue to fight to pass constitutional carry here. You see the NRA, and I love it. He says they're an honorable group. The NRA has never been more dishonorable. They have never done a worse job. They have never made more compromises. They have never supported more gun control, and they have never been steeped in more financial fraud of donor dollars than they are today, than they are right now. That's why hundreds and hundreds of thousands of gun owners have dropped their NRA memberships because they are sold out to the gun grabbers in DC. So when you got them all sitting there in your committee and you're giving them all attaboys, well, that's no skin off our backs because we're holding the line here. Matt and David and Sean and Terry and all in the comment section are holding this line, pouring in these phone calls, these text messages, and it's them you're listening to, Jeff. We all know it, but that's okay. Oh, it's incredible.
Guys, the whole thing, if you listen to what he said in that clip there just a minute ago, every single thing he said was a lie. We never held gun bills back. No, you haven't. Just constitutional carry for over a decade here in Atlanta.
Yep.
Now, we've always worked with these honorable people because honor to a slimeball, scumbucket, piece of trash, backstabbing, rhino, moderate traitor, honor to Jeff Mullis is somebody who kisses his butt. Honor is anybody who bows and gives him deference. And so everything he said was either a lie outright or a lie in context. They all they want is for you and I, gun owners, to sit there, shut up, give them campaign dollars, vote for them in the primary, vote for them in the general, and move on. Let the business of policy be left to them because they are the ones who are in charge. But guys, clearly tonight, GGO is in charge. One of the comments here a minute ago, maybe you already pinned it, Ben, but Sean said, they only listen when GGO lets the dogs off the chain to make them do their freaking jobs. That is exactly what we're talking about. And the dogs were off the freaking chain for the last 72 hours, and they're on the chain right now. They're on the chain right now for a few minutes, but we'll see what happens over in the House. We have a comment here right now from Representative Philip Singleton. Philip was one of the guys. Hell, Philip is the guy in the House who has been fighting like a dog for gun owners for such a long time. He is the guy who is leading the fight on SAPA legislation. He has been leading the fight on constitutional carry. And when you see a name like Philip Singleton in this comment thread saying that you hit the nail on the head, keep fighting for liberty, we're on the right track, guys. This only happened because of the pressure of the members of GGO. I see Ray Blankenship on here. Ray has been a member of GGO for I don't even know how many years. I have no idea how many years. Faithfully, making the calls, sending off the emails, making donations, and it's that support that funds this entire program. It's that support that forced Jeff Mullis to his bad knees today. Drop that cane on the ground, son, and to crawl across broken glass and pass that bill through committee. It would be easy. I mean, I guess in some ways, guys, I mean, it would be easier, I guess, if they would just do it voluntarily, but frankly, it wouldn't be near as much fun. And so now gun owners have left their mark on these people. And we all know now when this happens, however this happens, it'll be because gun owners have been mobilized and you guys have got them terrified. And that is how we like our politicians. That's how
here's a special one just for the GGO Wild Dogs right here. This is the great Jeff Mullis. Right there on the Senate floor today. The Georgia gun owners should be persecuted. They should be prosecuted. Boss Hogg, he got his cane and the whole shebang right there. That one's just for you, Jeffrey. But like I said a few minutes ago, you're nothing special. We've done this in a lot of places. Freedom is our game. Passing Second Amendment legislation, stopping gun control, annihilating the radical left, and making rhinos do their job. It is what we do. Ask Lisa Hagen. Lisa, when we pass constitutional carry here, we expect some articles written about this. She already did a big write-up called No Compromise.
She got us a Pulitzer, for heaven's sakes.
Well, Pulitzer Prize-winning reporting for the Door Brothers and the No Compromise podcast, all about how we push pro-gun legislation, how we pass it all over the nation. And Jeff Mullis got a really good taste of exactly what it is that we do. It's what we do here. We pass pro-gun bills. And Jeff, again, I mean, I've seen a lot of committee hearings. I've watched a lot of committee hearings in states all across America. I think together the Door Brothers have nearly 40 years of experience in this stuff. I've never heard somebody give talk the way Jeff Mullis does and run his committee. He truly thinks that he hung the moon and that he is Boss Hogg. But again, you're nothing special, Jeff. You're just another person in a long list of legislators who have done what they were told to do at the end of the day. And that is all because of Georgia gun owners members who are losing it in the comments section. It's unchained right now. Thank you all so much for what you did today.
It's always so, as if you've heard from Ben, we do gun politics in a number of states. And this is not the first time. This is not the second time. It's not the third time. It's not the fourth time that we have had. And we're going to have a video montage. Jeff, I want to thank you personally. This is from me to you, my man, because what you did here is you gave us the last piece that I've always wanted for our video montage, because very soon we're going to have a video montage with Jeff Mullis. I don't like Georgia gun owners. Right after we ram constitutional carry all the way into law this year. And we're going to have Representative Matt Winchell in Iowa. Iowa gun owners didn't help us pass stand your ground law. And then we're going to have Senator Schultz in Des Moines years later. They didn't help us pass constitutional carry. And then you're going to have Republicans in Minnesota saying, oh, we were never going to vote for red flag gun seizures. Guys, it's the same play in every state. There's a turncoat NRA butt-kissing organization in every state capital. And the reason why we lost for so many years in the 90s, in the 2000s, was because these pathetic, weak, spineless creatures sat there and did one thing. They kissed butt in the Capitol. And thank God, late 2000s, a new breed of gun politics was cast all across various state capitals. And now you see in so many states now, especially the American Firearms Association, the affiliate program,
Amen,
at the state level, there are ferocious champions for freedom who will just utterly destroy the careers of anybody who stands in their path. And GGO, of course, is one of the original. It is one of the original organizations that began this fight many years ago. And again, whether it's Terry Archer, who's been so faithful for so many years to help us, whether it's Rita Price, whether it's Sean, whether it's, Patrick down there, so many people who have donated, who have made phone calls, who have come to committee.
Yeah.
Guys, this is all because of the pressure that you have helped us to bring to bear. So this is where we are. We're not anywhere near done yet, but we have definitely crossed a Rubicon. The House is the Rubicon, guys, but the Senate was a big one. And we have crossed that committee. And Monday morning at 10 o'clock, they convene session for the day. And sometime between maybe 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, we're going to see floor action on constitutional carry, where I expect it will pass through very quickly.
You know, something I can't help but think about is just, again, what if Senate leadership like Mullis or the Lieutenant Governor Duncan stood up there, or Butch Miller, or any of the other cowards that are slow rolling this? What if they had stood up there and said, GA2A, those guys are losers, they should be prosecuted? They would just fall to their knees in tears, wailing and weeping, because for them, we're out of favor with those guys. We can't do anything. It would be crippling to them if leadership was upset with them. We're quite the opposite. Us, the members, Ray, Terry, we thrive on the fact that leadership does not like us, because they don't like us because they're actually having to hear us. They're finally hearing us, and they're finally doing, after 10 long years, they're doing what we have told them to do this entire time. And I just think there's a stark difference between how we do politics, as we're pointing out so wonderfully, because how we do politics is how we're winning right now, and it's gorgeous. But just anyone else, they would cave under that pressure, and we are not. Quite the opposite. We're thriving. We love it.
That was Mullis's whole intention. Was, I'm going to slam them on the Senate floor and then watch them knock back on their heels. Well, it looks like only one person was tripping over their cane back on their heels today, brother. And that was you, Senator Mullis. I want to give a big shout out to Alan Fogel in the comments section. Said he became a brand new member of Georgia Gun Owners today. Oorah, my friend. Go, well guys, done. Go today to joinggo.com, joinggo.com, become a member of Georgia Gun Owners. Nobody is fighting this damn hard in the Capitol. If you want to join the 2A, GA, 4A people, if you love kissing political butt, if you love having a spine that kind of moves around like this, go join them, because they are good for precisely nothing. And they would love to have the support of people who are also lack in the patriotism bone. We'll just say it that way. But here at Georgia Gun Owners, we fight like hell. We love our freedoms. We love the state of Georgia. We love constitutional carry. That's why we're passing it all over the freaking country right now. And that's why we're going to get this job done here. If you want to be a part of that, go to joinggo.com, become a member of Georgia Gun Owners. I can't say it enough. This has been a huge win today. We broke the log jam, I think. 3 weeks, totally stalled out, totally stagnant. Nobody's talking about constitutional carry. Nobody in the legislature is talking about constitutional carry. Everybody's just pretending that SB 319 doesn't exist anymore until today, until now, when GGO members rained down hell on these people and made them pass the bill. And something, Aaron, you said a couple of minutes ago about this fight in so many other states, and it all follows the exact same metric. Two things happen. The Door Brothers and Minnesota Gun Rights, or the American Firearms Association, or Iowa Gun Owners, or Georgia Gun Owners starts pouring pressure on a legislature, start just dumping heat on politicians. And politicians, in order to prove us wrong, do the exact thing we wanted them to do. And then they get up there, like Aaron was saying, all these people in Iowa and Minnesota, and all these videos of all these politicians railing on these pro-gun organizations and on me and my brothers. It's always the same thing. They do in the end what we wanted them to do, and they yell about us, but they do what they're told. And that is what matters. That is what matters. Because what Alex said is also true. when the Georgia Carry losers get yelled at by politicians, they wilt like babies. When the NRA is cussed out by leadership in the House or the Senate in Georgia, they wilt like babies. When you try that crap on Georgia gun owners, wild dogs in the comment section here, we bite your freaking leg. That's what happens with GGO Wild Dogs. So go to joinggo.com, become a member. That's the end of my monologue right there. But I love you guys. I love what we're doing here right now. And we have to push this all the way through to the very end.
Guys, that's about all we have right now. There's a link above the broadcast right now. Again, this is not done. We got past a major log jam today, but send your email to your senator using our link right above there, and make sure they hear from you tonight, tomorrow. You got Saturday, you got Sunday. Hit them every day and say, we want you on this freaking vote on Monday, and we are going to be, by God, watching what you do. Don't worry about it, guys, because we will be there on Monday in force, in mass, with some old names that you guys are going to know, and some of the newer forces and the faces behind Team GGO. It's going to be a throwdown. I'm sure we're going to have all kinds of great conversations with Senator Boss Hogg and let everybody know what's going on Monday. Now, we have no idea what time it's going to be on Monday, and I mean, we have a range. That's it. So we'll let you guys know what's going on. Plenty of live updates from the Capitol. As long as you guys make one promise: if it goes to hell, you got the bail money. I'm talking to you, Olin Nicholson, because I know you're the kind of guy. If we call you and say, brother, it went bad down here, we need you to bail us out, you better be showing up. But guys, that's what we have time for. Thank you so much for all of your activism over the last couple of days and weeks in particular. We got a long ways to go. We've made massive progress today. We'll keep you guys informed. We love you all. Happy, and it's our honor to fight for you. Much more to come. Much more winning to come. Have a great night.
Right. See you guys.
Thank you.